So it's about 15 till 1 a.m. my time. And I thought I would uh, discuss, I guess, the events that led up to um, my breakup with my ex. Well, before I met my ex in 2017, my father, well, stepfather, but I considered him my father, died of a heart attack. Um, it happened, I believe, on a Friday. I was still in school at the time, and I was also a work day. So I go to school, then work, then come home. And I lived with my parents at the time. And that's when I got the news. Fast forward a couple of years, I meet my now ex, and a year later, my step grandmother passes away from stage 4 lung cancer, and I have some guilt about that. I think I stated in a different video, I don't think I posted it, that she was sick for a while, and the signs were obvious, but I never spoken up or said anything about it. Mainly because I assumed she was getting the help she needed. She was a grown woman in her 60s. I figured she was taking care of it. And little did I realize she had severe depression, and she did not care if she lived. So 2020 comes and goes. At the end of 2020, she passes away. I graduate from UT, that is University of Texas, and I am looking for work for over 6 months with no luck. Most of the jobs that get back to me are out of state. They pay somewhere in the 40K per year range, which is not enough to live on my own. My ex at the time had a job, and that would be very difficult to move across state lines and for her to get another job while we live on one paycheck. It wasn't until the 7th month, so July of 2021, I actually got an offer, and it was a good offer. My salary expectations were just a mere 50K per year, getting out of college, and I was offered 82,000 per year. Now I should have been jumping for joy, and I was, but then I realized, once I started doing the job, there was really nothing to it. I wasted my time getting 2 degrees. My dad's dead. My grandmother's dead. And so I found myself angry and frustrated working a job that I felt did not require my degrees, and a job that eventually evolved to something that was more confusing and aggravating because my coworkers, who are about 10, 20, 30 years older than me, could not explain for the life of them, in a way that I could grasp, how to do my job, which is just data analysis. Because a lot of the data that we get comes from multiple sites, and it just frustrated me to no end. Because I didn't know how to use some of these programs that they're using, and I'm just expected to Google it. Okay, that doesn't capture my attention. I'm not one of those people who can just Google it and immediately get it or understand it or be entranced by it enough to do the work. I mean, if this is the training system that companies have in place, it's broken. So I was about to be put on a PIP, and I took a leave of absence, and I started worrying more and more about finances. We had a lot of savings. I spent a lot of money, but I also saved a lot of money. Because it was, as far as this job was concerned, it was the most amount of money I've ever earned in my life. And I became more aggravated with our search for a home. All we could really get maybe was a condo, and so I think all my depression and all my anger had leaked out onto my loved ones, especially my ex. I lost a friend as a result of my anger. Turns out this ex-friend, had their own issues, So hopefully that's something that they can figure out. But yeah, it seems like it reached a boiling point after I had lashed out at my would have been fiance, well, wife, I guess, one too many times. And I had, um, well, I'll post another video explaining the argument.